Hi, it's Charlotte Pierce. I'm the president of Independent Publishers of New England, which sponsors this broadcast. And we are an organization for independent authors and small publishers in New England, the 6 states of New England. We do have members from other states, of course, and so basically you can be a member if you have any sort of association with New England, which is almost everyone in the country, probably. You know, like my grandfather came from New England, so there. So yeah, I'm an independent publisher myself. Pierce Press is my press, and I'm publishing 3 imprints, Pedagogy Books, which is alternative education, Day Tripper Books, which is travel, sustainable travel, and Giggle Quick Books, which is my children's imprint. So we've got books going in all 3 of those right now, and it's crazy. But we're trying to build a, you know, I'm from my own press, and many of my colleagues in IPNE, we're trying to build a collaborative network of people who can help us with questions we may have, and provide a pool of people that we can draw on for special operations we need in publishing, like design, publicity, printing. So we are going to learn about all that stuff at our annual conference on September 25th, which is just like zooming up. If the world would stop turning, I'd just love it, just like for a day. But then how would we know it was a day, because it would not be turning. But the annual conference, and all this information is, you can see ipne.org on my name tag there, and we also have cooperative book marketing events coming up in October. Everything's in October, or late September. And then our annual meeting is December 8th in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and we are looking for board members. Step forward if you'd like to be an expert cat herder. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Bruce.
Stop!
Stop! No! It's not you, Bruce. I'm not talking to you. No, Bruce has helped us.
I let them escape. I let them escape.
You let them escape. Just if you love something, let it go, right?
Let it go. That's right.
Yeah. Well, we met in person, actually online, but then in person at the Authors Expo in Danversport recently. And
that
Bruce,
was fun. That was a good.
Bruce is he's like he kicks butt, you know. Bruce does, and I like that. And you know, I can, but I'm got so many projects going on that I'm totally scattered most of the time. But I managed to inherit the presidency of this wonderful organization, and I'm really loving it. We help each other, basically. You know, we are not providing answers as an organization, but we find each other. We create opportunities for people to get together and learn from each other, and it's kind of like a part of the sharing economy that people are talking about now. It's just really a really cool organization. But so please come to the conference, or just contact us and let us know what you're doing in publishing in New England or outside of New England. Bruce, what's up with you?
So I'm Bruce Jones, and Bruce Jones Design. I'm a graphic designer and publisher, and I have that whole bookshelf now is filling up with my books, all those.
Wow!
35 titles on that. You can see them. I put them up high there too.
Yeah.
I have 35 titles that I've released across coloring books, which is just the big thing going right now. I have geography books, some business books. I have music books and some textbooks, and then I help a lot of different authors. And I've been working on help a lot of different authors get their books published. And I have a very, very active. I go to Bruce the Book Guy. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there it is. And So that's my Bruce the Book Guide, and I've released. Anybody can get it now. It's my book marketing checklist over on the right-hand side. You can sign in. You can download that book marketing checklist right there on the side. I need to make a better cover, but I did get it up and it's going.
No, that's cool.
Yep. So it's there. It has all kinds of information. Then I have a very active Facebook group, which has really been fun, called How to Publish Your Book. And,
is that linked on here?
Yeah.
There it is.
Yes. Yep. Right there.
Oh, well done, Bruce. I like this.
Yeah. We have, what do we have? 155? Is that what that says?
Yeah, I think so. 655.
55 members, and it's growing constantly. And we had 2 books released yesterday out through it, and it's been really a fun. I encourage everybody to, if you have an organization or business or something, to make this is an open group, and you can make an open group and then invite people to come in, and then people come in, and if you share your content and help people answer questions and things, then people will join, and it's great. And so it's been a great, yeah, look at that. See, that's live. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So that's,
yeah. So let's see if anybody comes on. It's 600.
It's can't be more live than doing live with live on live.
I know, it's so meta. And this is Grace's book, and so that's cool.
I love that picture. You're so great.
Isn't it? I love it. But you know why I love it? It's because it's in this little free library in our park. You know, did we talk about this, Bruce?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Anyway, it's like this little wonderful little library, and people take books and they bring it back. And Grace, your book has gone in and out several times. I watched for
really?
it.
That's so
yeah,
great.
it's really great.
God.
And I put a note in it. I said, you know, if you like this book, contact Grace Jones or Grace Jones. I keep trying to call you Grace Jones. And you know, and you're in our talk to us at IPNE.org and stuff. So hopefully someone will. You never know.
So I encourage everybody to do that, and then I've been in the process. I'm just about done, though it's live and you can do it. My 7 steps to publishing your book course on how to publish. I'm just adding in, just finished recording. Yeah, it's right up at the top. And I've been running my own little show there, but yeah, the top, top button, that will take you to the course. And I've just been adding in the Create Space, how to make a Create Space book and cover. So that's the last videos to put in, and everything will be up. So that's
you actually do stuff, you know, Bruce. It's just it's the coolest thing. I'm so impressed. Like everybody says, oh, you know, don't do it until it's absolutely perfect and blah blah blah. You just do it. You know,
I pushed the course out without any content in it, and then I've been filling it in. So it's
yeah. Well, as long as you follow through, it's totally.
Taking all summer to do that.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. I'm a designer, and then I help people publish books, and I publish my own books, and then I've built this nice community of people, and just celebrate the releasing of many, many, many other people's books. So that's been really a wonderful thing to help people.
Yeah. Well, this is what we're about here, and you know, is in indie office hours. We're trying to help people do better, make better books, and sell more of them. Is our new tagline for IPNE. I mean, that's what it's all about, you know. It's like you want to make better books. Even underlying that, of course, is your passion and your belief in what you're doing. But Grace,
so many fantastic tools right now, and the opportunities are just sitting there in front of us for us to be able to do it.
And like anything of that sort, you know, there's a lot of chaos involved, and if you can sort through the chaos with a course like yours, or you know, or get some help, then you can do better than 90% of the people doing it.
Right.
You know? So,
Bruce, are you going to be up at the conference?
Yes, I have to get my ticket today. I need to do that, and I'll be there on Saturday. Sunday, I have a big gala event for the guitar camp I go to. And
there is no Sunday, right? It's just Friday and Saturday, right?
Saturday.
Yes, so it's Friday night. Friday I'll be there. Saturday I'll have to do my gala thing.
Hopefully I'll get to meet you and pump your brain a little bit.
Yeah.
He's
I pump out all kinds of information to people.
He is not shy. Bruce is not shy. So yeah, the Grace, you said you were still blogging, and developing your new title?
Yeah, so again, I'm blogging. Huffington Post seems to have gone on vacation from Labor Day, and nothing much has been posted. I submitted a blog last Friday. It still hasn't appeared, so, but doesn't look like anything's appeared. So, yeah, that would be blog 32, 33. Again, my intent is to take the blogs at the end of the year and bring the second book out.
Wow, look at all these. How many have you done?
Where am I? Can you see me?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, again, the blog is under the brand of My Transgender Life, and I'm going to kind of compile the blogs as My Transgender Life in 1,000 words or less, as like all the blogs are 1,000 words or less. And that heart would be true is how I sign the books. It's kind of like a logo that I'm thinking of actually using that as my logo of how I do that. So I'm thinking this is, it's still a work in progress on the next cover. In pulling that together, but again, it's fake it till you make it, and make it look real a little bit.
I think it would be cool if you did the Be True in a sort of a script, easy to read script, if possible. I don't know.
I'll play with that. People are giving me ideas what they think. It went from the blocky kind of green kind of thing, and somebody said use a gradient like blue to pink. I didn't want to do that, but I just did a gradient.
Well, Bruce is a designer. What do you think, Bruce?
I would maybe is there a way to incorporate your name into it also? I mean,
well, my name is on the bottom.
On the bottom,
and that's kind of like the previous book cover, where it was. So and again, since like when I sign books, I just freehand draw a heart with a Be True through it. So that's kind of like an icon, a logo that I'm using as I sign things. So anyway, it's so early. It's like I don't expect to put this one out till like spring of next year. Once I have a year's worth of blogs, like by next January, February.
The great way to make a book. The great way to make a book to blog it like
and
that.
And then put a paragraph between them to kind of link them and say what was I thinking.
Yeah. Well, your blog is very. Very well crafted. So I think, it's not like just somebody saying this is, what I did today or what I did on my summer vacation or something.
Oh, my blogs are little moral stories.
Yeah.
Each one is like I share a little part of me, and I try to generate what's the universal story in it. So, I don't know whether I'm channeling Aesop or what I'm trying to become. It's like maybe I can become the trans Wayne Dyer now that he's passed. That I kind of think of, that, my message is authenticity. My message is being true, being real, and I just happen to be trans, and that was
exactly. That's what I take it from a lot of those, and if we're straight people, or I don't know, you're straight too, but.
No, I'm lesbian now.
Okay, all right, there you go.
That's orientation.
We're traditionally gendered people, shall I say. I don't know if I like the cisgender thing yet, but it just has so many lessons for, I don't know, everything from community to self-awareness to authenticity to, it's just like you can't operate unless you're authentic. You're gonna tie yourself in a ball of anxiety.
Right. And the idea is it's not just a trans memoir. There's a story of a trans person there, but it's a story of how do you live your life and how do you just be a whole person.
And that's what and that's when we're talking about formats today. But when you have that kind of a message and a poor format, which you don't, but if, say, for example, someone just put it together themselves in Word and just didn't think about it, getting advice on it or help, then it's lost on a lot of people, unfortunately. Because too bad that they can't see through that and just see into the content, but that happens a lot. And
That's really kind of one of the struggle pieces that I had because, as I talked around and trying to find like, a mainline agent or stuff, they ask what genre is the book? Where does it fit? Is it a memoir? Is it a self-help book? What do you call? And when you tell them it's a combination of things, it says, well, no, you have to focus on one thing.
We'll focus on one thing. I would focus on memoir. It's a popular genre, and
yeah,
it can be other things, and you can put it as other things. I mean, Bruce, do you agree with this?
Yeah, I would say pick the one that you feel most comfortable or has the best sales opportunity, and then because they need to put it into something when they're selling it, it's sort of like they're only given A, B, C, or D options, so you have to pick one. You can then do whatever you want inside of it, but yeah, I would say pick the one that you're the most comfortable sort of saying, this is my memoir that has a lot of self-help, or make a dominant one and come down. So
yeah, I hear that. I think that the problem with it, and I'm not kind of going into a rant here, is the problem is typically I've had multiple agents say, I've tried selling another transgender memoir and there's no interest in it anymore. Short of Caitlyn Jenner coming out with one, there won't be any interest. So it's if you don't already have like a worldwide platform, nobody's going to come to you. So it's where do you get that break to get known, and what do you get known for? So, that's the game that I'm playing right now. Just kind of getting myself out there, building Huffington Post, building the platform.
Do you have a sense of which of those posts you put up is the most popular?
The first one that went up in February, which was Transition to 64, was the largest number of likes, but you cannot. Huffington Post doesn't give you their stats.
Okay.
So
have you published those on your own
tell.
blog too? I mean, the reason I ask that is that's often is a good way to sort of judge where how people see your content. Look at the one that's resonating the most, and then say that's sort of where it is. You may do all the other ones, but if you're trying to sort of let's where do I want to put it? Look at the one that's sort of connected with people the most, and say, okay, that's probably how people are seeing me, or I hit a chord, so let's make that the title, the focus. When somebody asks me, where does your book sit? Make it be that, because that's the one that people are resonating with. Then you can put everything else underneath it, but that gives you at least the public has identified. This one, and then say, okay, I'm going to you just go with where the public says, and then.
Yeah.
And I just put in the notes, you can try another edition as well. You know how books do revised editions, or with a new preface or things like that. I mean, do you think that you can do that, Bruce?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think so. The other thing I was saying is, are you able to go in and edit those Huffington Posts at all, so that as the book comes out, you can go in and say, Grace Ann Stevens' new book is, so you didn't have the book when you started, but you have 20 or 25 or however many of those posts out there. Those are all little advertisements for your book, and at the bottom, edit your bio line to come back and say, hey, this is, you want to know more about me? My new book is out, and now you now have 20 ads basically. Put them here, put them on your own site, but edit the author line at the bottom so that everything gets updated.
Right, that's easily doable on Huffington Post.
Yeah, that would do a lot of. That would really help with your platform.
Do you have any links in your posts, Grace?
Do I have links to what?
To other things that you refer to, like.
Sometimes Sometimes I put links in, not very often. It depends if I pull up a video. Sometimes I embed videos, like a YouTube.
Yeah, it's just.
One time I embedded Jimmy Fallon, and that actually got pretty popular. So
you can ride on other people's popularity pretty easily.
Well, that's also what I'm learning, to see what are the things that bring it. One of the things is they put in pictures. Yes, that does things. If they actually print the one that's sitting there with my chest and the scar on it, that will be interesting. I expect that one to go pretty wide if it gets out there. So.
Do you post these on your own blog also, or are you?
I don't have another blog. I use Huffington as my platform.
Yeah, I would really encourage you to look at that, reposting them, and then also repost them once you update your bio line. Then put them out through Twitter and Google, all the social media.
I put them all through there right from Huffington. So basically, I take Huffington and I distribute through all my social media. and I
Is
get
it-
hit on all different things. So on Facebook, there's a lot of different groups that I'm part of, so I distribute into that.
Okay, good.
Probably the only place I don't jump it into is to IPNE and Google groups. I don't spend a lot of time in there. But Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, so a lot of LinkedIn groups that I belong to, so it goes out there. So get lots of hits from that. Doesn't turn into book sales.
Well,
but,
that's
you
why
know,
Bruce is mentioning this, is because what the conventional wisdom is that when you post stuff, it should always lead back to your own site where you can sell the books.
Yeah.
But you know, it depends on what you can tolerate in terms of.
Again, the book sales is not where the ultimate game is. The ultimate game is hire me to speak.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Right.
and that's still early in development. Yeah.
Yeah, Bruce, you need headphones.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we have a little squeaky thing.
I do need to talk to you, Charlotte, so I need to figure out, I haven't signed up for all the other October things. I just signed up for the Boston thing, so I need to get busy clicking on some
Okay,
of
we
those
can
things.
probably stay on after 10:30 and.
Okay.
No,
and,
just be right back. 1 second. Let me just. There's a fire alarm going. I just want to make sure we're not.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Don't turn down. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can stay on and in the green room and just. But we will have is for those of you who tuned in for talk about formats, book formats. We will have a great session on at the conference on formats and lots of people to talk to about it. We also have a Metro Boston a monthly workshop, and that will be one of the first ones we do after event season, which means after October. So in November we'll have one, and then we'll have our annual meeting. We might roll in the annual meeting in the November workshop. So if you have a like ebook, ePub, create space, you know what to do first and second, and lightning source and Ingram Spark and all that stuff. We will have people from Ingram and Publishers Weekly and Shelf Awareness, which are three big industry heavyweights at the conference, and it's a great time to just get their ear. You know, that's what they're there for. They want to hear from people who are motivated enough to go to a conference like that, and it informs their own business, and they get customers from it too. So,
Right.
yeah. So, anyhow, anything you want to add before I stop the broadcast and sign off?
No, I think these are great things each week. So
Yeah,
I'm
thank you
glad
for
that, you know, whether it's just 1, 2, or 6 people, it's always
Yeah.
great.
I'm going to coach you on getting a new webcam. You know, an external webcam. It'll improve your picture quality, and then lighting. And lighting. So I have this. You can't see it, but you can see the effect of it. It's a little clip-on light. It gives me more light. And I aim it up at the ceiling most of the time, but it's just like more ambient light, and it's better. I should probably not have the window in the background.
Okay.
Or I should put the shade down, but
Anyway, that's
anyway.
interesting. I'm just using what's on my Mac right now. So
Yeah, that's what most people do. But if you want to up your game,
decoration here.
yeah, if you want to up your game.
Well, right now I'm trying to figure out what kind of microphone to buy so I can start doing podcast recording.
Right. That's
actually the next.
This one.
That's the next adventure.
Yeah, Bruce and I both have this. It's blue.
The Blue Yeti. Yeah, the Blue
Yeah,
Yeti.
Blue Yeti. Yeah, and they have one that you can plug into a mixing board too. So,
What's it called?
Blue Yeti. Blue ink. Blue. I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, and Y-E-T-E.
Blue. Oops. So just Google that.
Is it a USB?
Yep.
Yes.
It's about $100.
Yeah, but you can get them for about $75. The one that you can plug in, it has an RCA adapter. You can plug it into a mixing board. Is a little more, but it's not too much more. And they have a whole bunch of other really good mics that are fine. You know, if you want like a portable one, they have one called the Snowball. And
I'm not a big fan of the Snowball. I have that, and it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I found that you have to kind of tip it up. It's not high. Where the Blue, it's not the same price as the Blue Yeti. It's the same company, but I think it's.
And then Bruce, to get you headphones.
I have them.
Oh, you do. I should put this in the little blurb on the site. But we're going to let people get back to their daily lives, and Grace and I are going to talk about what she wanted to ask me.
Yep.
And
format conversation at the future.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it a little bit, and I'm encouraging people to come to the conference because we will have a lot of content on that then, and we will have a workshop. Bruce, you know, I'd be happy to have you give one in Metro Boston at the HF group, where was just one of our board members. It's run by Paul Parisi, and so we have our workshops there, and it'll be great. I think we could get a lot of people to come because then you can show people in real life what it is, and we will record it as well. But
yeah, no, that's fine.
And you're still on board to help with the Boston Book Festival, right?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And you're apparently you're doing a poster for us.
I haven't seen anything, but I understand I am. Right.
Yeah. Okay. We're kind of operating through Asana. It's a project in development because not everybody does it, but you can attach files there, and
okay.
Yeah.
I think I asked, was it Laura? I can't remember what her name was. That I said just send me the information because it was just so many things.
Yeah, it's just that when we're all volunteers and to have a central place to put stuff, and so that it's, you know, we know that it's been sent, and you know what I'm saying. It's like really hard to keep track of what has actually happened without a project management tool like that. But in the
it was a multitude of emails that I just like.
No, I know. And then when somebody, like if I leave the presidency, I will eventually. You know, then someone has one place to go to find out what has transpired instead of like calling you and saying, could you excavate your emails and send them to me because I don't know what this organization has been doing in the past. So this, you know, Asana does help us with that, and it's just a matter of getting used to going there, I think. Yeah. And I know it's another thing to kind of think about, but it just because we have 5 events this between now and October in New England Library Association, and you know, there's every event has hundreds of little factors, so
all right, cool.
Okay, well, and you know, well, if you don't get it that way, we'll make sure you get it. So we'll talk to you all soon, and thanks for joining. We are back Thursdays at 10 every Thursday. We try and be here. I'm also looking for a co-producer so that if I'm not here or I'm late, it can still go on, and you know, we can provide training on that. So thank you for joining. All right.